my glasses.
Welcome back. As usual, you are over in your own little world.
I'm in my own little world. I'm 3 guests ahead. I've got to stop here because we are talking about not only a 5K, but a 10K with Mark Sheaner, right? And I have to cheat and look back. No, you are not Monica Springfield. You are Jodi Owens. I keep trying to going down with Monica.
That would be the third guest.
Well, I actually have a friend named Monica who has dark brown hair, and so that's probably where it is.
No problem.
I will claim that. Jodi Owens. And so this is to raise money for diabetes. So is it part of the American Diabetic Association, or is it just the local diabetes house? Or
Actually, we are affiliated with the ADA, the American Diabetes Association, but the proceeds from this fundraiser stay right here in Mountain Home, right at our Rappel Diabetes Center that's affiliated with Baxter Regional. So it's a great cause, and we hope to have a great turnout for the race because it's so important for us to be there and be part of the hospital, but then also to offer and have that support at the house and be able to have the doors open and keep the doors open. So.
Now, is this a continuation? Because the diabetes, they've had 5Ks before. So
It's our fourth annual.
Your fourth annual. This is the first time you've added a 10K?
No, we've had a 10K in the past as well, and we've been having it actually out at Big Creek. The folks out there are just really, really great to us and so gracious to let us have our race out there around the golf course, which is kind of nice because a lot of people don't get to go out and actually run around on the golf course very often.
You run the golf trail then?
That is correct.
The streets.
We actually are on the cart path, and the 5K is on the front 9, and 10K covers both the front and the back 9, so you actually get to go all the way around the golf course that way.
And there's no problem with balls and...
Oh, no.
You have to dodge them, but that's part of the fun of it.
When people are yelling, you get out of the way.
No, we have it early enough, and they reserve our time out there, so they let us have it before the golfers usually tee off, and it is pretty quiet and pretty calm out there in that time of morning.
Is that a challenge? I've never been out there. Is it hilly, and is it challenging in any way? Or?
What do you think, Mark?
It's not that hilly, no. No, it's you've been on cart paths around a golf course, so it's not that difficult. So
it's not completely flat though, so there is a little challenge.
There aren't any big hills, but there's a few. I've run the cart path out there a few times. There's a few where you go around like that, but it's nice. You don't have to worry about the street or anything like that, and if you need to, there are bathrooms along the way, along with water. So
that's our favorite spot. That's our the rest area. That's where I am.
Now, when is this race?
It's coming up on Saturday, May the 11th. So right around the corner, and the race will kick off at 7:30. So it's an early race. So if you've got other things to do on Saturday, I know there's a lot of festivals, and that's Mother's Day weekend and all kinds of good stuff. But we will be usually done and out of there pretty quickly. We usually wrap it up by 10 a.m. So all the awards and everything given out, and we're packing it up. So it's a nice early race. Hopefully great weather. We've had great weather in the past, and been a little cool, but just right for a run, and so it is rain or shine though. So we will race even if it is raining, as long as it's not lightning, we can still race. So
well, what about registration?
Registration pre-reg is already over and done with now, but we will be taking registration right up till race day, and we have on-site registration starting at 7 a.m. as well. If anybody is watching right now, you can access our registration form online at www.baxterregional.org and just look for the little Move It logo there.
Okay.
Oh, and I have a visitor. Hi.
Hello, Zing. That's our station mascot.
That's all right. Yeah.
He usually knows not to come in here, but
hey, he can come out and move it with us next Saturday.
So. He's missing Jodi.
Now, is it going to be chip timed or anything like that?
It is. It's professionally timed. The Active Lifestyle Institute there at the hospital has a great timing service, and they're going to be helping us out. Basically, just show up and we'll get you registered if you're not already, and we'll get you fixed up because it is pretty easy and pretty patient friendly. So we're good to go on that. The other thing is we encourage so much with diabetes and with my job, and Mark can attest to this too. So much of it is around the foods that we eat and the nutrition, but some of it also has to do with the activity level, and a lot of times that gets a little bit ignored because it's not everybody's favorite topic to talk about. So it's just a good way to encourage someone, and especially an older person or someone in your life that maybe isn't quite as active, because this is a fun walk. This is not by any means anything that has to be really intense, and I always say if you can't make it all the way around, we'll come get you in the golf cart. So
type 2, most people know because it's been in the news so much the last few years that type 2 diabetes has skyrocketed. And that's the adult onset, and much of that's tied to obesity and lifestyle. It's not so much hereditary that they have. So people can, and I know people who have started exercising and eating right, and they've gotten to back off their medications and made all kinds of gains.
And it's such an individualized thing, and you know this too, and we've talked about this before. It's just it's very specific, it's very patient specific, and really and truly, whether a person has type 1 or type 2 diabetes, they can't help it, and a lot of times there is some challenge and there is some struggle with that, even with somebody that's dealt with it for many years. And so it's really a great thing that I'm able to do what I do every day, and I really appreciate it, and I'm glad to have the community support and also everybody in this area and the surrounding area always backing us on our funding and our fundraising as well. The hospital does such a great job with that.
So. In case there's some people at home that are new to the area and don't know, give a quick plug to the Rappel Diabetes Center. If somebody is new to the area and they don't know there's a support house.
It is. We are part of the hospital here, Baxter Regional Medical Center, and we have actually a whole group of community support houses, ours being the Rappel Diabetes Center. And those are located over across from the emergency room there at the hospital. And it's kind of a row of regular houses. It looks like little residential houses. But we provide so many services. I mean, we have classes there going on every day, every week. We have one-on-ones with folks that may need a little extra help. Supplies, just endless. We have so many resources there. And it really sometimes is a one-stop shop for people to come by and be able to get a meter and get things going or get a meal plan from the dietitian. So we're glad to help in any way, and we do, walk-ins are welcome, as they say. So anybody that is new or that needs more information can certainly come by. We're there Monday through Friday.
We're there every time I need them. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I've been diabetic for 35, 36 years, and I've never had such a good support system as I do here in Mountain Home. And I lived in a larger city before I came here, and I'm probably more on top of my diabetes here with these guys. And with the one-on-one, you really get that with Jodi, Sherry Smith, Jan with the diet planning and that sort of thing. It's just not better. There's no place that's better.
Well, it can make a real difference in your lifestyle, having the support. And diabetes doesn't need to be an illness that keeps you away from anything, but you have to learn to take care of yourself.
Not at all. No.
It's the people who don't take care of themselves that have myriad complications and things like that. What are some of the signs someone at home might think about what are some of the diabetic signs?
Excessive thirst, frequent urination,
unexplained weight loss.
I think a lot of people think or come to me and say that they just feel run down and they can't quite put the finger on it. And I've just been feeling bad.
No energy.
I don't have any energy.
Right.
And nobody can seem to figure out that I went to the doctor or I've been checked out and everything seems to be fine. And that as that continues and the blood sugars continue to kind of sneak up on you, then those symptoms tend to get worse and worse as
irritable
the days go
too.
on. A little grouchy,
Mark's like irritable.
No,
never.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, I have a nephew who was diagnosed a few years ago, and that's what tipped his mother off. He was 18, 19. She said all of a sudden he had the refrigerator door open, just drinking gallons of whatever was wet. He's
right.
Yeah. And she's like, what is wrong? I don't know. I'm just really thirsty lately, Mom. Just really thirsty lately. And she said, something's up.
And that is, it's that natural bodily response to trying to,
flush out,
and to crave,
right.
and get those sugar levels back down to a normal range. And I think that's so true for so many people that they come in and they say, well, after I say that, they say, well, I have noticed, gosh, I've been so thirsty lately.
Well, and the good thing about, if you find out early enough, you can reverse a lot of that damage that's created by all those poisons and things. So.
It is. It's such an interesting thing.
You've got to have somebody like you that has the knowledge and can take the time to customize it. Your situation is probably not like mine, and other people may not have the same identical cookie cutter situation. So you have to devise a lifestyle.
Exact same.
Everyone,
verbiage. There, I can't give out a cookie cutter recipe for everybody.
You can't.
It's very different. So
and what makes these guys so important, and a lot of like the type 2, and sometimes it's it's the elderly too that will acquire it, and they're still stuck with thinking, well, it's sugar diabetes, and they're
I can't
thinking,
eat sugar.
oh, I can't eat sugar. Well,
Yeah.
and that's
it's like no, it's a lot more than just not
it's a
eating
lot
sugar.
more than that, with the carbs.
Or they will say, well, if it's food, if it's the intake, then I need to quit eating.
Right.
Right.
And that
And
And you
that's
can't-
is
you cannot do
counterproductive
that.
too.
yeah,
Sure.
you need
Right.
that metabolism to generate,
So-
to get it on.
I tell them
Yeah.
if my job, if it was easy enough to just stop eating, I'd just be sitting in the office filing my fingernails all the time because that'd be great. I could just tell everybody to stop eating.
Stop
It'll be
eating.
fine.
Before we run out of time, we are talking about the movement for diabetes
Sure.
5 and 10K walk run.
Either one.
Either one. And it's going to be May 11th. It's going to
Yes.
start at 7:30 in the morning.
The race kicks off at 7:30. We have registration going on that morning on site at 7 a.m. starting at 7, so we will be doing some of that. And if anybody needs to stop by or register in the meantime, just come by the Rappel House there or give me a call. I'm at 508-1765.
Okay.
Yeah.
T-shirts? You
Yeah.
get T-shirts?
Oh,
Yes.
I just wanted to
absolutely.
make
Do
sure I
get a
didn't mention
T-shirt.
it.
And if you don't want to race, but you want a T-shirt, let me know. We can be a spirit runner.
Be a
Okay,
spirit.
there we go.
You have
All right.
age group awards. It's
Yes,
always important.
that's right.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about diabetes, or if you think that you may have diabetes or a loved one has it, please, the Propel Center has all the information you need to get you started to at least do a kind of almost self-diagnosis of what's going on, but they'll give you more information on how
We
to
certainly
do
can
that.
help.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it
you.
very much. Up next, we have Steve Esposito, I think, from the 19th Annual Parade of Homes. And you've been going through
I've been
some of
going
that.
through the
We'll
book
find out-
and seeing. Yeah.
We'll find out more about those homes in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us.